After all, it carries marks. How much? 275. So it's not a small, you will have a missing of a few marks, fraction of it, people make it or lose it.
Going for my fourth UPSC interview.
Fourth interview?
Yes, sir.
By now you don't have to fear.
No, sir. Fear is not an element. Actually, sir, even after going to 3 interviews, I am not able to decode what UPSC is expecting out of a candidate. So my question to Your Excellency is, sir, I have 2 questions. One is, what is UPSC is looking for in a candidate, and what is UPSC is not looking for in a candidate? And the second question is, what does the UPSC panel like in a candidate, what they don't like in a candidate?
His question is, UPSC, since he's an experienced, he has already faced 3 interviews, he is questioning, his mind is, why, what is that? The question that UPSC is looking for. First and foremost, you should realize that your result will be out of your total aggregation, main and interview. How much marks you have secured. Suppose if you have not fared properly, well in your, very good in your mains, interview can pull you up even if it is good up to a point. So it is a balance, it is a addition of the 2. So suppose, so that could be a factor, and that could be a factor. I am not saying that is the factor. Now what the UPSC looks for in a candidate, it is looking for a potential civil servant, a civil servant who is intelligent. Intelligent means the person is intelligent in approaching a problem, because you will be dealing with problems only wherever you are, whichever field, problems only will come. How you are approaching the problem. Whether that is where I said, I am just repeating what I have already said, that you should not be in a hurry, rush to respond. You must process the question. And when you give an answer, don't give a blank answer. You give a reason answer supported by the reason. You are saying so because of such and such reason. It often borders, it may be for a good cause, but good cause, as a civil servant, you are a part of a larger whole. You are not an independent, autonomous entity. You must learn to behave as a part of a larger whole, not as I am the most brilliant person, yes, my mind, everyone must follow me. No, that will not be. Many a times it happens. My boss tells me, as a civil servant, I don't agree. I tell him my views. But if whatever avenue I have, if it comes on fine, I record my view and then it send it. But once the final decision comes, I follow it. That decision may not be to my liking. I must conform to the decision of this. That's a corporate decision taken by the competent authority. I have given my views. I am free. To that extent, you are free. But once the decision which has been taken, my decision doesn't matter. My opinion doesn't matter. It is that view which I am supposed to execute. Understand? So, central government and the state government, you should not have any doubt, central government. Because you are being chosen for the central government. Civil servant of the union government, not of the state government. So you should not have any confusion about it. You may be from Andhra Pradesh, you may like what Andhra Pradesh is doing is right, but government of India policy, you have to look, there are 2 things. One is a government policy, and second is some statement given by some politicians, maybe even some minister. A statement doesn't become a policy unless it is a prime minister who has said something. Prime minister has said, he doesn't say loose things. But a minister, after all, is a human being. In some context, he will or she might have said something. That could be her opinion. You are free to agree, disagree, that's not a point. unless it is Prime Minister. But if it is a matter of policy, there should not be any confusion. If there is a difference between the central government and the state government, you are there to stand by the central government, right? You cannot say, sir, sorry, I don't know about it. That will not be an answer, because that shows you are not alert. These are issues which you hear. Now, your response would be, sir, these Sri Lankan people, they have refugees, those who have come, they have come under extreme distress situations, and it's a humanitarian issue. It is a humanitarian issue, and it has to be, and it should be dealt with sensitivity. With sensitivity. How sensitive this issue is? Okay. You do not have to take side either. You have to maintain, sir. Jallikattu, while there are people who believe that there is a cruelty to animal, and that is a way to look at it, but it has been there, a traditional, a cultural issue in Tamil Nadu for several thousand years. People have been playing it. So it is also a very, very sensitive, and when the Honorable Supreme Court put a ban on it, there was a massive uprising in it. Because it being a cultural issue, people felt outraged that how could it be? So I think we have to strike a balance. While Jallikattu should not be stopped, because it is an issue, a cultural issue, maybe we can find ways, can we make it safer, and can we regulate it in a way that is not cruel to the animal, safer for humans, less cruel to the animals? Can this be done? I think some ways has to be found out. Put the answer like this. Ondria. Now it is a psychologically, it is a political game of playing it down. So union government, there is no harm. ISP, I use the word union government usually. But when it comes to a place where it is translated at Ondria, there I say this is not proper, because this is only a political instigation. That's not the way. It is, it can be, the issue is not with union. Issue is with its translation in a way. Suppose if there was no Ondrian structure in our society, there was no problem. But we know that Ondrian is a lower level social structure. And that is why. So union government, there is no problem. You can call it union government without any fear, without any apprehension. We all use it. I also use it, union government, in normal cases. They will ask you, what is your attitude, what is your view on Hindi? Now, my advice to you would be that your position should be that, sir, we should learn as many languages as possible. Learning more language is only helpful. In our country, we have so many languages. Tamil is a very rich and ancient and rich language, and people of Tamil Nadu are proud of it. At the same time, we believe that if we know one more Indian languages, not necessarily Hindi, it can be any other Indian languages, it helps us in better connectivity, communicating with the others. So, while the government of Tamil Nadu has a two-language policy, you say yes, government of Tamil Nadu has been following a two-language policy where English and Tamil alone are taught. But I believe that learning one more language, it is only helpful. We should, I think that's not a very, because you should realize that you are going to be in the civil service of the union, of the central government, not in the state government. And there, it will be good if you take a position that it will be good if we learn one more language. And if you want to be more diplomatic, to be more pleasing to the board, you can say, since in this country, the single largest number of people are Hindi speaking, Some working knowledge of Hindi is always helpful.